Hey now, everybody! Hey now! Here we go, back in the saddle, baby. And I don't know if our issue from last week was fixed. Remember when we first started our live stream, you could hear us?
Oh, God, yeah.
And so if that's still the case, you heard Tony go, shit, right at the beginning.
That's not possible, no.
No, I think actually that issue's fixed. So
I wonder what it was. Tell me what it was.
What was?
The issue.
It was just one bar in Streamlabs that was unmuted or muted. I think.
Yeah, I think we got
okay.
it fixed. Yep. I think it's handled. So, but glad to be back. Our goal is going to be, like, now that we're doing all of our shows live, what we want to do is try our best. This is not always going to be the case, so you got to work with us. But our goal is to always go live by 3 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
4 p.m. Eastern.
That's the goal.
And if we can get that and stay on track with that, that'd be great. If not, for a few minutes late, don't hold it against us. Like, we'll be Gucci.
Yeah,
We good to go.
Doing the best we can.
Doing the best we can.
That's all you can ask.
Let me. John Bird's over there listening to the show on his phone.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Hold on. Let me get my tablet.
All right, grab your tablet. All right, here we go.
I gotta watch for super chats too, but I think it finally hit me where the idea for the megaphone with the super chats came from.
Mm-hmm.
I think early on Lummy was doing that on Bubba's show. I think he was using a megaphone for super chats.
But was it as big as yours?
No, it was not as big as fancy as, like, there's nothing quite as fancy as this.
Pull the trigger. Go ahead.
I got
So you're saying
Oh, you gotta
that
turn
you
it
stole somebody else's idea again? Or
pretty
no?
much.
No, it just kind of became a part of who he was.
Hey now.
I like that.
Yeah, and I used today on the radio. I used the one that Mike Chris bought us too.
Did you take a picture?
No, but I used it several times.
How did it do?
I did great. It worked fantastic. It's a lot simpler than that one. You remember the problems I was having Friday during the show with Lynham. I was struggling to get it to work for the first part of the show. By the way, Friday's show, absolutely phenomenal.
It was weird. It took me the whole weekend to kind of just digest what happened.
Yeah. That was generally a good show.
Yeah, eating the egg was impressive. And honestly, Saturday night, the whole Lynham comedy thing, that was fantastic.
Yes. So we went to the comedy club Saturday night. It was David Lynham. He opened for Cassio Kid, and it was hilarious because Cassio immediately comes out there and he starts talking about all the black people that were getting there late and how they're only there because they got free tickets, and they're late because they had to stop by the liquor store on the way up and get something to drink before they came to the comedy club because everything's so expensive. I was like, yeah, we did too, and we're not black, but...
Yeah, I got to say,
Get it.
Cassio, the first time I saw him, I thought he was pretty good. But this last round, he got excellent real quick. He knows what he's doing now, for sure.
he upped his game on his comedy,
Yeah.
his stand-up deal. Alrighty, off the top. Son of a... Here we go. Mike Chris, $5. Game on, my friends.
Woo! Yes.
Good. Look at that. Coming in hot already. I like it. It is, I mean, you think about the progression of this podcast, which started in 2018, and then its current form, which started, what was did we start in October of 22?
I believe so.
No, it was October of 23.
23.
Was it 23?
Yeah. Yes.
Really?
So October, we'll be doing it from here for 2 years.
Yep.
Wow. I thought it was... Oh, I guess I was working with you then.
Yes.
Maybe that's when... yeah.
So it was... man, what a wild ride it's been. We've gone from what we were doing. I was when it started, it was just me and him, and I was sitting at the end of the table, and he had like 3 cameras on me, and he was like changing the angle. We should go back and revisit that first episode.
I think so.
I don't know about that.
Is it going to be cringe if we do that?
It'd be cringe for me. I don't know about you.
Well, no, I mean, it would show the progression of who we are.
It'd be cringe for me too.
That's just an excuse for cringe. You know?
Well, we had like 3 monitors set up behind me, and like Tony's table has not changed very much. Yours is about the same as it was when we started.
Yeah.
But this all changed. I mean, even the walls and just different stuff. Like it's
kicking now.
A dramatic. One of these days we need to show the picture of what the studio looked like before we changed it to the studio.
Yeah.
It's a dramatic difference.
I just saw one of those pictures recently on one of the flashbacks. Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild. So, how's life for everybody? How's life for Tony Gump?
Today it totally fucking sucks, dude. I'm having a hard time. Yeah, I got a chance to meet somebody I really looked up to.
Oh.
And then it didn't happen.
I thought he was coming to give you a hug there.
No. I had a chance to meet somebody I was like looking forward to the first time in a long time, and it didn't pan out, and I woke up to a bunch of stupid texts. And it's just been nothing but crap all day. But I'm okay. How are you guys?
It was Brett Scallions.
Yeah,
right?
Lead singer from Fuel. Long story, but I had the opportunity. It was like set up on a platter for me, and shit happened.
Well, that all played out on the show Friday, too. Lynham was telling us about the music video with Charlie Reese. And so that's what you were going to do today, and it just didn't.
Yeah, I've never had somebody give me the opportunity to be in a music video either. I was looking more forward to meeting Brett, but the music video was kind of extra.
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, instead of meeting Brett Scallions, he's meeting John Bird.
Yes.
I
close the curtain. That's my symbolic thing to say. We keep stuff from the world out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, I was thinking maybe the Lord above stopped me from saying something stupid, or sometimes they say you shouldn't meet people you look up to like that, you know?
Yeah.
So.
What if you would have gone and Brett Scallions would have like shanked you with a knife?
I would have never listened to that music the same again.
Right.
He might have been dead, so it wouldn't have mattered.
He would have been off the playlist for sure at that point.
You had your life saved today. John Bird, your day? How's your day? Your weekend? How'd it go?
I have an announcement to make.
Oh God.
You're pregnant.
First, no, bigger than that. I do want to let everybody know that I had a great night with my son Mason.
Nice.
We watched The Godfather. He's never seen The Godfather.
Wow.
24. So we watched that, and we air fried some incredible drumsticks, and we had some buffalo chicken cheese dip ranch, and had just a great time. We're going to do it again next week, so I was already off and, feeling good.
That's good for you, by the way. When I saw that on social media, I said, good for his son. Almost want your son's number so I can remind him periodically, hey, don't forget, because the kids do that. They forget.
Well, you know what? He doesn't.
Really?
That's the thing, man. I mean, he's my hero. I look up to him. I want to be like him someday.
Yeah.
He's that kind of guy,
No,
Calls
good.
his grandpa, and he just, he's just really there. But it kind of inspired me, and something I've been thinking about for a while. I've decided to do it, and that is to reinvent myself.
Again.
But to do it in a positive way, not just put on a stupid little costume and act in a stupid little play of life. Tony?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I know. What's going on?
This is phase 1.
What is this?
It's the new me.
You,
Is this like a moment in time? What do we got?
what?
Freeze it. Freeze that moment in time.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, is this new dad?
First of all, look at the outfit. I'm dressed nice. No more just junking around. My fancy deck shoes.
Wow.
That's just phase 1. Now.
Can we stop at phase 1 real quick and just figure out like what is the vibe of phase 1?
It's just to crawl up out of the mire.
It's like it's almost got dad vibes to it.
I'm dead. What?
Dad.
Oh, dad
vibes.
No, no. I mean, I love being a dad, but I'm an individual, and I want to be the best. I want to be the best that I could be, And it starts with a smart outfit. And if you guys have noticed, and I'm not ashamed, got a new haircut, put a little dye in there.
Oh, really?
You tell me that shit doesn't look good. Look at me.
I did compliment your hair, did I not?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right. Now that's, I'm moving forward. I've got I had to move my Mandu because of work till next week, but I am on that. I've been doing a treadmill each morning. I've lost 17 pounds.
17? You've lost 17 pounds?
Part of it was depression based, but most of it has been, So I also wanted to show you the regime that I'm starting to do to be healthy. Okay, let me go through some of these supplements. We have St. John's wort. Oh. That's really good as far as helping you to focus and stay more calm. So I take one of these.
Is that like, does it really help you? Like,
yes.
Because I started taking lion's mane because everybody was talking about lion's mane mushroom really gives you energy, and I didn't notice much of a difference. Yeah, that exact brand, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff.
I've got some you can have. It's that exact one.
Okay, yeah.
It just didn't help me that much. I don't know.
You're not supposed to take that stuff if you're on any certain medications, I believe.
Right. And with my medications, I did have them checked by a doctor, and he said you want to allow at least 2 hours between taking your supplements and your meds.
Interesting.
It's not a dangerous mix with my meds, but he said they can almost counteract each other if you don't allow them to be absorbed first. Okay. So let's go over to this ashwagandha.
Isn't that the stuff that you take and trip out and have a religious experience?
That's psilocybin or psilocybin.
No, it's like ayahuasca is what I'm thinking of. Never mind.
Ashwagandha is actually I think
that's good for a lot of stuff.
Yes, it's Indian.
Doesn't it have anti-inflammatory properties?
Look at you. But all these things work together.
With all this stuff, like, look, it's like a root or something, right? That's what the picture shows. Mm-hmm. Everything like this should be legal. But unfortunately, certain states and the country, they ban stuff. Not this stuff in particular, but I think about different products like, like we're doing with the hemp stuff or kratom or things that are legitimately just straight from a plant. Like, government, get your hands off this stuff. It's helping people.
Well, I've got a backup plan for that. I'm not going to tell anybody.
Okay, yeah, don't tell anybody.
Magnesium. Very important. People have no idea how much they need magnesium.
Yep.
I take one of these a day. I got about 6 more here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Well, while you dig out the next one.
Oh, yeah. All right, Chris.
Oh, my.
$10 for JB looking the part. Ow! That's half the game, baby.
That's right. I'm on the way, baby. All right. So now I've got tart cherry extract.
Oh, yeah.
That is good. Actually, I've started taking it when, I was having the, what's the thing I had in my...
Gout?
Toe gout. Yes. It knocks gout out.
Really?
Yeah. So I take one a day and... haven't had a bit of problem. It helps very much with joints and cartilage and things like that.
Does it? Where did you get all this information from?
You know what? When you're faced with an enemy that affects your life, you learn everything you can about that enemy and how to take care of it. You don't smell it. You just take it.
Yeah, definitely don't smell it. That smells like shit.
Everybody, especially you guys age, starting to get older, omega fish oil.
Now, I do hear
oil.
A lot of that. Yeah. Well, what does that do?
Okay, I take 6,000 a day.
Okay.
Not pills.
Milligrams. It's still a lot.
Yeah, it's very important for joint health. Like when you were heavier, it would have been very important. It's still important, but like when I have weight gain, I can always tell it in my joints and everything. Or if I'm walking up the stairs and you hear... like that. So I take it, and that's taking care of a lot of that. And the weight loss will also help. This is crucial. I can't go without this.
Interesting.
Yes. And I've got one more here. I started thinking about that after I talked with Tony. Vitamin D3.
Now, if you're doing vitamin D3, do K2 on top of it. They interact with each other. K2, it's very important.
K2s?
Yep.
Is that like K4s?
No, it's
like a mountain.
It's a vitamin. Anyway, it interacts with you can look it up. They work hand in hand with each other.
Okay. I will add that to my regime. And then, of course, I have my regular medications. I take like 13, 14 a day.
And actually, you can find the supplement with the D3 and the K2 already together. That's what I use.
Yeah. Well,
I got like 1,000 of these though.
I feel like Rhonda Dials here.
Yeah, it's Rhonda Gump.
I mean, it all works together. Now we're going to go to my facial routine.
Okay.
Okay. I will let everybody know because from now on, I mean, I'm going to be transparent, but in a positive way. I have that stuff that takes your skin off.
Which is
what is it
called?
It's like your tan comes off. See?
Wow, your tan is coming off.
Yeah.
What is it?
What is it? Indivigo?
Inagata Davida?
Something like that. But it's something that I have to deal with. When I was with, I decided that I needed to accept it rather than go with a bunch of things. So I've got, eventually I'm going to be white as a ghost, and my hair will turn white. Okay. Then it says my irises will eventually turn white, and then I will turn into pure energy and just go straight up to heaven. That's what the doctor said. I don't know if that's the case, but coming along here, I've got my double duty facial moisturizer. That's from Jack Black, believe it or not.
The real Jack Black?
I don't know, but it looks like his signature.
Maybe it's like Panama Jack from Walmart.
Oh, no. This is good stuff. This is highly recommended. This is a 5-star thing here. So that's part of my routine. I start off my day like this, and I finish my day like this. Now, you guys may wonder, my gosh, he's got no bags or wrinkles around his eyes. What is going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Rock multi-correction. Now, what I do is every night, I take some, I close my eyes, and I rub it right here and right here. I also do that in the morning. Why you think, okay, all right, well, that's taken care of. No, it hasn't.
Good Lord. This got to take you all day to do all this stuff.
No. Then this is the rock retinol pills. You take these. It's really weird. You don't take them internally. You take one out and you just squeeze it and rub it on your eye.
Really?
Yeah. And that's for the whole eye area here and around.
You sure it's not a suppository?
No, it's not. And then last but not least, I have my hyaluronic acid with ginseng and green tea retinol moisturizer from Yealf.
Yealf?
Yes. Now that keeps my skin supple. So that's pretty much what I do every day.
I didn't mean to knock your phone down.
No, that's fine. I can't see where's everybody. But anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know that those are things that I'm doing. My goal is to look 38 by my birthday.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
That is.
Okay, let's say 46.
That's a lot. Well, and maybe that helps somebody. Maybe you just gave somebody some advice that they never thought about.
It keeps you away from the doctor's office.
This stuff is weird. Do you say you splooge it on your face?
Yeah, you want me to show you?
No.
Yeah, let me show you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, here.
By the way, we already shouted out Mike Christ, who's in the house, but I want to give a special shout out to my man JT, who never gets to see it live, and he's
here
live in the house. What's up?
JT, well, this application is for you. See these little things? You twist them, take them off.
What? Oh, it's clear. Huh.
It's okay,
Brett. Oh, don't cry. It's so it's a liquid in the little.
Yes.
Look
at this. Isn't it incredible? Look at that. The wrinkles are gone. The bags are gone.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Why does it come in those little things and not in like a bottle, like a squirt bottle?
Because they're cool. It's really cool. But plus, they let you know how much to use. One of them for both eyes.
Okay.
Smart. That's smart thinking.
I feel like they're doing excessive packaging so you can get less, like shrinkflation. Then you have to buy them more often.
If you want to think that, but these are professional people. They know what they're doing. I trust them. I've done a lot of research, and these right here, these are the most trustworthy people right here in this bag.
I did not know that asking John Bird how his day was going to get us 20 minutes into the podcast, but
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of info to absorb.
Yeah. Well, I want to document. I want everyone to see the transitions that I make.
Yeah.
Eventually, by my birthday, I will be coming in here in a Speedo, and I'll do some poses for everybody.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
When is that?
Well, my birthday's August 6th.
Oh, you're going to do that on your birthday?
Yes. And you know what? Maybe we can do a blur and not do it live. I could come in my birthday suit on my birthday. Huh?
Well, we'll just get you a black poster and cut out a little, rectangle so you can use it for a like a sensor type
Actually,
thing.
They've got on Amazon. They've got the stuffed eggplant emojis. I can just take that, tat around my legs and hang
that's
it.
it. That's it. Just hold it between your legs. That's a fantastic idea.
I like that.
Our show's gonna get so gay really quick.
That's not gay. This is for the women. It's chicks only. Okay.
Really gay, really quick. All right. My day was fine, in case anybody was wondering. I always tell about what's going on in my life when it comes to the radio. Like, I always start my show with all the crazy stuff that's going on. And I think I've really been slacking on informing people on the podcast as to what's going on in my life. So I'm going to try to do a better job at that. I'm going to do a lot better job at that.
JT, I love the black egg content. The black egg. Eat them with a stinky fish and maybe a little charcuterie board.
Oh, I've got a charcuterie board.
God, think about that. A charcuterie board of disgusting items.
Well, I don't know if I want to use mine because it was custom made for me. It was
No, we can get a
cheap, a Walmart
cheap
brand.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be a good idea to do a charcuterie, like a whole layout of just some of the most disgusting stuff
and we
could
each could
find?
take a bite? That would be great. Yeah.
Tony's nervous laugh.
Oh, there's no nervous here.
He's like, I'm not doing
He's
it.
for it. He's for it, man.
I'm not into doing that stuff. There was too much peer pressure going on Friday, and so I just did it. But I don't want people to make a habit out of that.
Yeah, the bite was small, my friend. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it really was.
It was very small. So in my world, briefly, we put up a swimming pool.
Yes.
It's 12 by 20. Got it from Costco. My Mexican family helped me put it up. Because I thought, well, if I'm going to put something up like that, I need Mexicans to help me.
And
so that's what I did.
They're thinking, yes, we get to hang out in the pool.
Yeah, we had margaritas actually while we put it up.
Ooh.
And that was 2 Saturdays ago, and here we are, a week and a half later, and I still have not been inside the pool. I haven't even dipped my toe in it.
The weather has been pretty crazy.
Yeah. And I was going to do it yesterday, but then I had to cut grass, and it was just a whole thing. I should have never fired my grass people, because now my ass is out there doing it.
Yeah.
And that's not fun. I don't if I had like a high-end, Cub Cadet, Willie, whatever.
Yeah. With the radial turn, 180 turn.
Or one of these Bubba Skag mowers or something, I'd be all right with it. But, I don't have a big piece of land, so I got a self-propelled push mower Willie. And really, I fired my yard guys, not because they were bad, but because I was going to get my 15-year-old to do it. Well, I couldn't get the schedule lined up, and if I can't get him over to the house soon enough, then I end up in a situation where it's like cut it or continue to get ridiculed by your neighbors.
Yeah, you don't have an HOA, do you?
No, but
Thank God.
it's a mental thing. Like, you never want to be the yard that looks the worst on your block. So as long as you can let your grass grow, but never let it grow where it's more than everybody else's. Mm-hmm. And that's where we were yesterday.
So it's peer pressure. You talk about peer pressure.
A lot of peer pressure. Speaking of pressure, how about Daddy Trump applying the pressure over the weekend?
Yep.
First of all, and this is the main point I've wanted to make, because I've tried to express to people that Trump is not going to take us to World War III. He's the last president we've ever had that was going to do that. Yet you had the panicans all over the weekend, and people I respect, from Tucker Carlson to Candace Owens to Ian Carroll, some guys that I think they provide some insightful content that were flipping out and saying, well, I hope you're ready for World War III. You're about to go die for Israel and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, chill. And so what happens? This is all after he drops the bunker busters. They fly the B-2s over there, drop the bombs, Tomahawk missiles, everything. And that's when there's World War III. And then yesterday, during the radio show, Iran fires off 14 missiles at our base in Qatar in Saudi Arabia. And as soon as it happened, I said, you know what? I bet you they already told us about it and told us to get out of the way.
Did you really?
And then guess what? We found out they told us to get out of the way. They just had to show their people that, hey, look, we're doing something to retaliate.
Man.
And they didn't do squat. So after that, Trump's like, hey, you've shot your wad. Hope you got it out of your system. Let's do a ceasefire. Tells both sides. Both sides agree to a ceasefire like 12 hours after they have that conversation, which means they maybe got some missions in place that they want to go ahead and finish up, which is a little weird, but, you know, if you call for a ceasefire, you're like, yeah, but after I bomb you a few more times, I don't know. So they get to the end of it, and Iran fires off a missile or two, and then Israel comes over and drops a heavy payload of bombs on Iran right as the ceasefire is supposed to take effect. Trump gets word of it. He's pissed. He is pissed. And this was him heading out to Marine One to head to the NATO summit in, where is it, the Netherlands? Is it Switzerland or is it's the Netherlands, ain't it?
I think.
Amsterdam. Where's Amsterdam at?
It's not Switzerland. I know that much. Holland.
That's where they have all the nudie.
Isn't it Holland?
Yeah. It's the Netherlands or Holland or whatever. Anyway, that's where he's going here, but he stops and talks to reporters for a moment. They ask him about this whole thing about the ceasefire seemingly getting sideways and not working out. Here's what Trump said.
That Iran is still committed to the peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Wow.
What the fuck they're doing? Oh, that's good. He was mad. And guess what? All it took was an F word, and the ceasefire's back on. Everybody's back on the ceasefire.
Yes.
Everything's cool. You know, and we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but for now, like, that's a big thing.
Mike Chris, $5 for the Padukes. Is that the Padukes? What is that?
Padukes.
Padukes.
Is that the sound of a bunker buster going into the ground? Padook.
I don't know, but Bird looks like he shrunk a foot.
Yeah, Bird. Give us some posture, my friend.
Well, unfortunately, one of the side effects from those things is you do shrink.
The fish oil makes you shrink.
Your wee willy winker gets bigger, but you shrink.
So all your height is going to your crotchal area.
Yeah, let's see if I can pull on it.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm gonna try and crank it up.
Push it back in.
Oh, that's better. That's much better.
Push that wee willy winker back in there and sit up in your chair. One of the topics as of late. Do I look red to y'all? Did I stay in the tanning bed too long the other day?
Actually, I gotta be honest with you. You look red just me looking at you. So
really?
I don't know if it's. Yeah, you may have been in the tan bed too long.
I think I went yesterday. I think I was in there too long. That's not good. Now I'm gonna have to take fish oils for the rest of my life so I don't get wrinkled.
Well, you could do flaxseed oil with the omega-3 so you don't end up smelling a little like a fish.
Yeah.
Oh well, it all depends on the quality you get. This is a 5-star one that I take, and it doesn't. You can't smell anything, and it doesn't make you taste fishy inside.
Yeah. Really,
that's very important. I'm sorry, Walmart.
I don't
want
want
to stay away from Great Value.
I do not want to be fishy inside. I'm not a big fish guy. I'll eat fish, like fried fish or something, but I don't know about like. I don't know. I'm not. I feel like everybody's into seafood, and I'm not really into seafood that much, but I'm not opposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fish is really good for you. That's why the Japanese live so long. They eat a high diet of fish over there.
And because they're ninjas.
Yep. They eat
that
duck
too.
eggs and all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, they do. Century eggs. Delicious. Delicious with ghost peppers. I probably would have vomited if it wasn't for the ghost pepper sauce I put on mine. My honest.
And with that small bite, and you saw the 2 big bites I took.
I was proud of you. You did good.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
You should. You should. CNN has apparently got their hands on top secret information. This just coming out moments ago. Saying that the bunker busters that were dropped on the Iranian nuclear facilities didn't work and that very minimal damage was done to the nuclear program, which is odd. But two things. One, how did CNN get their hands on top secret information? And two, CNN, you're full of shit.
That it was produced by the Defense Intelligence Agency, which is the Pentagon's intelligence arm. And it is worth noting that it is a very early assessment. The strikes were only a matter of days ago, and the intelligence community is still gathering intelligence. They are still working to come up with a full, comprehensive picture of what exactly happened here. But based on a battle damage assessment that was carried out by U.S. Central Command, essentially looking at the images and looking at what was actually damaged, the Defense Intelligence Agency has assessed that the core components of Iran's nuclear program are largely intact, and that Iran's nuclear program has essentially only been set back by months. Now, we presented this information to the White House for comment, and White House Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt, she did acknowledge the existence of this assessment, but she said in a statement that the administration disagrees with it. She said, quote, "This alleged assessment is flat out wrong and was classified as top secret, but was still leaked to CNN by an anonymous low-level loser in the intelligence community. The leaking of this alleged assessment is a clear attempt to demean President Trump and discredit the brave fighter pilots who conducted a perfectly executed mission to obliterate Iran's nuclear program. Everyone knows what happens when you drop 14 30,000-pound bombs perfectly on their targets, total obliteration." Now, it is worth noting here that there has been dissent, I should say, within the intelligence community, within the defense community, about just how much of an impact these massive bunker buster bombs would actually have on Iran's nuclear facilities. It was far from certain, given that these bombs had never been tested in an actual combat scenario, whether they would actually penetrate those very, very deep underground tunnels that lie underneath these nuclear facilities. And what we are told is that as of now, this Defense Intelligence Agency assessment, it does conclude at this point, again, it is still very early, that those underground facilities, including the centrifuges, including the highly enriched uranium that everyone has been talking so much about, those are largely intact. Now, of course, this does...
So why does CNN so badly want the nuclear facilities of Iran to be intact? Why do y'all want that so bad? So they can say Trump failed? Is that all they're going for? Here's two things. One, as Caroline Leavitt said, you drop 14 30,000-pound bombs that have the capacity to literally, blow up anything in its way. 14 of them right on target. And you mean to tell me that did no damage whatsoever? Second of all, do you think Iran would have agreed to a ceasefire if they didn't have their nuclear capabilities anymore? I mean,
just a little common sense.
They would have been like, no, we're good because we're still good on the nuclear side of things. They would have said kick rocks. But 14 of those bombs, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It was a low level. And did they say, well, it's an early assessment, but looking at the pictures, you're looking at a mountain range and deciding what's going on underneath it from the pictures, from the satellite pic? Give me a break, you bunch of idiots. CNN's the worst.
I'm just glad something finally popped with the whole Iran thing. I've been sick of hearing about it for 2 decades,
Yeah.
Either bomb
all
or
these
don't
presidents
at this point.
talking about wanting to do something.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's what Trump does, is what he's been having to do since he's been in office, is cleaning up other people's mess. I was personally shocked over the weekend at the Panicans, the people that were freaking out about Trump has taken us to war. And I'm like, that's the last thing the dude is going to do. Like, we've got to be at the end of our rope for Donald Trump to send us to war. And by us, I mean our military, obviously, not me and you, John Bird. We're not going to war.
No.
But those are our men and women. So we don't want them going to war if they don't have to. If it's over a Middle East conflict between even Israel, man, if it's between two countries, like, y'all have it out. But if you're going to have a nuclear weapon and you're going to chant death to America every day, like, we might have to get involved.
Well, I mean, they're super cells. That's what I'm more worried about, the sleeper cells.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're all sleeping still.
I would have thought they'd been activated by now, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Maybe.
Who knows?
I personally don't think Iran's going to activate any sleeper cells, but it's a matter of, do some of these guys do it on their own? Like, do these radical Islamic jihadists come out and say, you know, Allahu Akbar, it's time for me to, you know, go blow up a gay club or something.
Allegedly, yeah.
Jimmy Jam, congratulations on being a member for 2 months.
Wow.
Yes. I gotta find somewhere else to put this because I need to.
Just put it there. That's good.
I need to nonchalantly be able to bring it over here.
Yeah, chat's been lobbying for a song from Bird, by the way, but we can get to that later.
Oh my gosh, do you want to do that on members only, or do you even want to do a song today? Ananda, I'm not putting pressure on you.
No, I mean, whatever you folks want. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm improving myself. That's why I'm turning into a badass, good-looking, take over the world kind of guy.
Yeah, $5 he's late, but he's here.
Yeah, Jim, me, John, boom.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we can do it either way.
So I guess I say we wait till members only. I don't know. What does the audience think? Maybe we need to do one on this one just because the people that aren't members can find out what they're missing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I could do an abbreviated version.
Scott Seals with $10 because I have no life and want to hear you say my name. 3-month member.
3-month member. I've never done a song for him. So.
You never done one for Scott?
Yeah, he said I'd never done one.
Yeah, Scott got in on the member deal early. So I guess that means we're 3 months into the memberships.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I think who was the very first member? Boomer. That's who it was. Boomer was our very first member, followed quickly by Scott, Trish, Tony Gump, and I don't remember who else is on there. I could look at the list. It's still got, for people that have stayed members, it keeps them in their place on our list. Has anybody seen my wife in the chat? I feel like I need to keep up with her. She's probably working, actually.
Yeah, I hadn't seen her. Or Boomer.
Where's Boomer? Where's Boomer?
Oh my gosh, we have no moderators. What the heck?
Oh,
I know.
There's going to be anarchy.
What if they start saying the N-word in our chat?
No,
We can't do anything about
say
it.
folks.
Don't say the N-word. And by N-word, we mean nuclear.
Nuclear. That's right. That's right.
The nuclear word.
Scott, tell me a few things. Give me a couple of things to talk about.
Yeah.
Scott.
Scott. Put something in the chat. Something John Bird can go on. And let me play this clip for John Bird real quick.
Yeah.
So, with the stuff going on in Iran, you've got, and this is no surprise, you're going to have people in this country, in particular leftists, who are all of a sudden, who never really thought anything about Iran in the first place, are now supporting Iran, just like they did with Gaza, just like they've done with, they running around with Mexican flags during the ICE protest and everything else. This girl right here says she's actually pleading to Iran to come over here and bomb red states.
Dear Iran, this is my official application of states that you should wipe out because we did not vote for that orange Cheeto man over here in Los Angeles. Alabama.
Yeah, we did.
Out of here.
Florida.
Out of here.
Faggot.
Arkansas.
Boom.
Oklahoma.
Get 'em gone.
Ohio.
No.
Kansas.
Gone.
Kentucky.
No.
Arkansas.
Red.
Tennessee.
Fire.
Texas.
Oh, double.
Let me get my best friend out and then Texas. Okay, and my family and then Texas. Anyways, I hope you consider this application and really take it into consideration.
Out of here.
Dear
So there you go.
Yeah.
Jordan with a $4.99. So glad to catch you on my lunch break. She probably regrets that after that video.
Thank you, Jordan. $4.99.
Those people were sick. I'm sorry.
Can I say there are times when I play videos to provoke John Bird in a way, and sometimes it goes too far. Sometimes I provoke him too much, and now I think he's at that point. So let's forget everything we just saw, and let's talk about Scott Seals and a song for him.
Yeah. Scott, you're not giving us information. I'm telling you what, you've got 15 seconds. Ready, go.
Well, if Scott doesn't give information, maybe he's working, maybe he's busy.
What's more important than this?
Well, I'm saying that you can make up some stuff for Scott, like what you think he would be into. And that would be fun. By the way, Jimmy Jam said, I guess he and Jordan ordered Nan shirts.
That's awesome.
That is so.
It's Porter
man,
Boomer's
y'all are
life.
the best.
Yeah, we just saw Nan and Boomer Saturday night, in fact.
Yeah, they actually went to the comedy club with us. So that was very awesome. Thank y'all for doing that. And if you would, Tony, if you want to pull up my Facebook profile real quick, I'll show y'all what, and you can probably screenshot this or whatever if you're not on Facebook, where you can get look at the stuff people post on my Facebook. Look at that picture right there. Just Tay-Ron Lego. Scroll down, keep scrolling. There's the good time from Friday night. Almost there.
Oh, that's impressive, yeah.
There it is. Okay, so Nan's Warriors, you can click the picture. It should make it big. There's the info right there. So if you want to order one, this is for Boomer's wife who's going through chemo. All the information is right there that you need to order you one of those shirts, and ways to pay for it and everything else. So yep. I think Trish has already ordered ours. When we get them, we'll wear them on the podcast too, so y'all can see how good I look in the pink shirt.
Wow, Mike's got a good one. He wants to do that. That he'll pay for. It's a girl named Jessica that moved too far away from the beautiful mountains of western North Carolina to Michigan and to the top.
Wow.
She pulls for Michigan teams.
That sounds like one of your stories.
Yeah, it does. What's her name?
Jimmy Jam, $5 for Dan Warriors.
Jimmy Jam. We can save that for after.
For the post show?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's deep. That's actually very.
All right, so Scott raises horses. He repairs fiberglass bathtubs. I did a jingle for a bathtub company one time.
I can't put the megaphone up here because I have to, like if you look at Bert's camera, I get all up in your way every time. So I can't do that. Sorry. I'm just gonna put it down here.
You know what? We need to get a little stool so you don't have to reach down. You just reach over.
Or maybe like a little holster on the side of the table here where I can just be like.
Of course.
That idea. Tim Thornton, what's up, buddy? What's up, Cherry? What's up? Who else have I not mentioned? Tracy, Sessiger.
Bob Cook.
How can I forget Bob Cook? Bob Cook. So, all right. So, like you said, raising horses, repairing fiberglass bathtubs for a living.
Mm-hmm. And he loves the radio show and podcasts.
Loves the radio show and the podcast.
All right, I'm going to fill in some blanks here, and we'll see.
If y'all find yourself watching this podcast and then especially find yourself sending money to this podcast, do you ever question, like, where your life's at? Because that's what I feel like you probably should do.
Well, then they're part of the family because we question our own lives every day at this point.
Yeah,
right?
Being part of the family is actually what's going to make you question your own life. Like, how did you get hemmed up with people like us? But your whole family, so you can't unfamily yourself, unfortunately. All right, John Bird, Scott Seals, who's one of our original members of Over the Line. God, seems like it's to think it's been 3 months since we started the members only thing.
Yep.
Now it's added a lot more to our plate, and instead of doing 2 shows a week, we're now doing 5 shows a week, but it's worth it, you know.
We're just hanging out, having fun, you know.
That's it. That's all we're doing.
Just going to have to tune it up a little bit.
Oh, my God. That sounds beautiful.
Yep, that's better.
Is that Brett Scallions playing guitar?
You're trying to rub it in now.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
When you get opportunities in life, go after them. Don't sit back and wait for it to happen to you. Sorry.
It's going to be my life goal to make sure Tony Gump meets Brett Scallions. I'm serious about that. I'm going to make
just
that
one
happen.
time, please. You know.
We'll make that happen.
All right, Bird.
Do a little. I'll do it to the David Lynham song. Here's David.
Dude, that song was wild, by the way.
Yeah, I put it out. I was going to post it, and the comedic value with everybody around that was just.
And like, I hate you, David.
Die, David, die. Okay, let's see what's a good key. What style? Scott, what style do you want me to do this in? I never asked anybody.
Do you want to do it in? What are the different styles?
Well, we got reggae.
My mind just went all over the place.
You can do country,
doggy style. Yeah. That's what Tony was thinking.
New wave.
I mean,
there's pretty much anything. I haven't used my fingernails. Well, Scott, 3, 2, 1.
Do you need a pick?
You need a pick? We got picks.
Do we have a pick?
Of course we do.
I left mine in my whatchamacallit.
Oh, we don't want you to blister up your fingers there, buddy.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna make the choice.
There's your pick.
Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's a medium.
Okay, let's rock and roll. Okay, all right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start out with sort of a hair metal ballad, but then it's going to get really aggressive.
Okay.
Okay.
Start out with that.
All right.
God Almighty.
Yeah. Take yourself and move to your right a little bit too while you're
There you
go.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, what's going on here? I'm not musically inclined enough to know what just happened there.
It sucks. It sounds horrible. I got to tune it.
Well, tune away, my friend. Scott, we'll get you your song one day, buddy. One of these days.
Well, we will. Don't say one day.
Oh, you're tuning it on your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fancy.
Well, it's much easier to do.
How does that even work? What are the mechanics of that?
It listens to it, and then it chimes whenever you're on key.
What a great piece of technology.
Yep.
Shows you how out of the loop I am on music. I watch my son take drum lessons. That's all I do, music-wise.
How's he doing with those?
He's good. He's getting really good at it.
You tuning that down a half step?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No, it just happened to be, for some reason, Friday night. I had it tuned up.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Sorry. Am I out of tune?
No, that was pretty good.
Oh, my God.
This is fascinating podcast material, by the way. But it's got to be done. We don't have a choice.
Everybody's probably like, get on with it now.
Send the super chat to tune the guitar so Jumber can buy a new guitar.
There we go.
All right, folks. Thank you for waiting. It's going to be worth the wait. I can guarantee you that.
Well, bring the microphone closer so we can hear you.
It's going to be worth the wait. I can guarantee you that. Let's see. I got to find it.
Can I say the Fat Pig says you need to seal up your members only. If you leave the stream on, you can get it for free. Is that true? What do you? I guess what do you mean by leaving the stream? Because there was a day last week where we didn't end the stream. We just went to black screen and it stayed on for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, I
and
don't
I
know.
noticed it and I cut it off.
Yeah, I have no idea about that.
I wonder if that's what he means. Because we won't do that again.
Yeah, we'll make sure to kick everybody out that's not a member.
Listen, if you can figure out how to get the members only for free, we will take off our hat to you and let you have it for free. Because you're obviously smart and you love the show enough to go to all that trouble.
Yep.
Chris says we should find the bird a nice gut. I guess that guitar. I got a beautiful guitar. Thank you. Oh, it's actually out in there, but I'm not going to use it.
What if he means gut though? Wants to find you a beautiful gut, maybe a 6-pack abs.
Well, okay. I mean, if you'll pay for the surgery, I'll do it.
Because you do struggle with gut health. IBS and all that.
Well, that's why he's taking all those supplements.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's beautiful.
All right, here we go. Good old G.
Every 80s metal ballad starts with these chords. God seals. Sky seals. My man, he knows the deal. Because he's got seals. Back at 3 months ago, when OTL went live, started making people pay just to hang out. Scott said, here's the money, honey, let's have a good time. Show everybody how to have some fun. Riding horses while watching over the line. Galloping through, drinking wine. He's so fine. Scott Seals. Well, he's a man, loves fiberglass. That's his passion. Fixing tubs so you can sit your ass right in the tub and just rub a dub. He's got feels. There's one thing he's always talking about. Man caught Andrew on a radio.
He's really into this one.
Well, when he discovered that boy was online, pulled out his wallet, made sure everything went fine. Because he's Scott Seals, an original member of Over the Line. He inspires millions of people every time. Ride your horse, Scott, through the fields. He's got me feeling my feels, 'cause he's Scott Seal. Bathtub man, riding horses all through this land. Scott, I'm proud to call you my friend. I hope this podcast never ends. All those Scott Seal, I'll be with you till the end. Oh, Scott Seal.
Wow!
All right.
Wow! That was a roller coaster.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Scott, I just started feeling these, these emotions. I think it talks about his personality. I think it's like he can be, soft, quite everything, but he can be up there too. Because he's riding a horse. He probably rides it bareback. I don't mean no naked. I mean without a saddle.
Yeah.
Seals
got you in the fields.
Yes, he did.
Is that what
Seals
you're saying?
got me in the fields.
That was actually very intense.
Yeah,
very proud of you for
I gotta go
pulling
get
that
a
up.
Mountain Dew.
The volume changes were intense for me. I mean, that was all over the place.
I think the loudness added to the intensity.
I'm glad I was ready for it at a couple of occasions.
Scott says, that was great, JB. Thanks. He said thank you. Scott loved it, by the way.
Thank you, Scott.
So, good.
That's what matters.
That's what matters.
Ooh, a little dizzy. I gave him my heart and soul.
You did. And that's, by the way, in a lot of cases, not always, it's just kind of organic, but in a lot of cases, if you watch the members only pod, you get some of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes it may be for somebody special, it may be for a super chat, whatever. Could be anything. Somebody, who was it that texted me or sent a message? Was it Mike or JT or I think somebody commented on one of our videos and said they had a package coming to the vape store.
Oh, yeah, who was that?
It must have been a YouTube comment. I don't remember.
I don't know. I'll check tomorrow.
I think it was. Yeah, we'll get it between now and Thursday. Let me see. I'll tell you exactly who it is. I just barely saw it on the way in.
Yeah, if it's there tomorrow, I can bring it home because I got to go out to Chubb Father's tomorrow for lunch. So.
Oh, it was Mike Chris. That's who it was. He said, "Not sure if you'll see this or not, but keep an eye out for pretzel delivery tomorrow at the vape shop." That was a day ago, so it may already be there.
As long as it fits through the door. You know,
It was a giant life-size pretzel.
Pretzel favorite vape.
Because you're obviously a peanut butter pretzel guy, but are you just an average pretzel guy?
If they're hot with mustard on it.
You wouldn't eat a regular. I've seen you eat pretzels before.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're not my go-to meal. Now, I will have to admit, I've already eaten that whole thing.
Right.
But I divided it up into 2 sittings, so I don't want to be a pig.
Well, you'll eat whatever that's sent to us, pretty much. I mean, that's that's the conclusion we've come to.
There's so much in that.
You're hungry though. You're a hungry boy. You're a growing boy.
Not anymore.
No, you're not hungry anymore?
Yeah, I've got something in there that curbs hunger.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to be very deliberate after tonight because tonight I'm going to go home and eat the rest of those drumsticks that me and my son had and the rest of the dip. We split the dip. So after that,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
It's all about improving yourself.
What did you didn't tell us what you did today. You just talked about your new look. What did you do today? Sit around and eat peanut butter pretzels?
No, I worked.
What kind of work?
I worked for a few hours. I worked at an undisclosed location.
Okay.
Doing an undisclosed amount of work. It's a government.
Is the government contract? What kind of work was it? I mean, like, what did you have to do?
It involved some hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
Did you have to go dressed up as Dr. Dingling for the occasion? Is this like an OnlyFans deal?
That's real hand-to-hand combat.
That really is.
Sword fight.
No, I did some work at World Market.
Okay. You know,
just bringing stuff in. And stuff
that's
like
Rose,
that.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I think she came by our event Saturday, and she was talking to Dixon and Vining, and I didn't get to say anything to her.
Oh man!
And I didn't want to be weird and be like, "Hey, are you Rose from World Market?" So I hope she doesn't think I'm a douchebag.
No. I mean,
tell her I said hi.
She's very sad, I'm sure.
Just make sure she knows I'm just awkward in public.
You gotta work on that.
At least you show up to your event you're supposed to go to, unlike me.
Yeah. Well,
damn it.
Let's not even get into that.
I was the celebrity for that event, so it's it's different. It'd be like Brett Scallions not showing up for the video shoot today.
Well, I did feel special when Lynham texted me and wondered where I was. So there was that.
That is, yeah. That was
heartfelt. Thank you, David.
Did I send him your number? Or
yeah, you sent me his number, and I sent him a text last night telling him how excited I was, and then I didn't make it.
Gotcha. So. My wife loves World Market, by the way. She is. Wait, it doesn't show her as a moderator. Did she get? But no wonder we don't have any moderators in here. We've lost our privileges for our moderators.
The chat's been filthy.
It's been disgusting in here.
What?
Hold on. Let's see. Add as a moderator. Okay. I think I fixed it. I don't know how she wasn't a moderator. And then Boomer, I hadn't seen Boomer, so I don't know if his got booted off too.
He may be taking care of business.
Yep. She had, Trish had me in World Market. Like, they would do these things like once a month or whatever it is, and they would hide gift cards, like World Market gift cards from $20 to $50 to $100.
Wow.
I had like 4 of them in the store. And they'll say, all right, they're hidden. See if you can find them. And then people would come in there and search for those gift cards. She had me for like 2 hours looking for one of those gift cards.
Did you find one?
No, hell no. I can't even find my socks at the house. I'm like, this is crazy.
Man. I'll have to look for some next time I work there.
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to check. You'll have to ask Rose what days they do it. But they've got like designated times and days that I don't know if it's once a week or once a month or whatever. But I mean, if you're good at looking for stuff, I'm not.
I'm not.
Good at looking for stuff.
Oh, no. Tony is. You can just tell by his personality.
I'm not going to be in a store looking for gift cards, man.
Well, no, but you know, you're probably really good at finding things, right?
I mean, I guess I can spot out Waldo if that's what you mean.
Okay,
If
well,
that
see, that's
big,
good.
give Bubbles a salt lick. That would be great.
What is a salt lick?
Oh,
like
for horses. You're calling me a horse now? First you call me Bubbles, then you call me a horse?
Is it like a salt cube, like a sugar cube?
Yeah, a salt lick. It's like, I think they have them like on the, they'll have them on like the fence. Mm-hmm. And they can go over and lick it because I think evidently they don't get enough salt. Maybe when they perspire it all out. But they need salt.
I gotcha. So we need to. Oh, here we go. A salt lick is a natural or artificial deposit of salt and other minerals that animals regularly lick to supplement their diet. These licks provide essential minerals like sodium, calcium, iron, phosphorus, and zinc, which are crucial for various bodily functions, including bone and muscle growth. Animals are naturally drawn to salt licks, and they play a significant role in both wildlife and livestock management.
Thank you.
So why do you need one?
I don't know. I do.
You got a whole bag of salt licks over there.
Well, I mean, I do have salt tablets if I start to get, low.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you drink lots of water, you got to have a little salt in your diet or else you won't stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's twice a day in the month of November. Oh, they do the gift cards twice a day in November.
Dang.
So was it that long ago we did that? November? That's wild. We're about to have to wrap this episode up, but we're immediately going to come back with a members only here in just a few moments.
Mm-hmm.
I am very excited to announce, I'm also kind of disappointed to announce that there has been a fish tank season, a brand new fish tank season going on, and we had no idea about it. And the reason that's important is because that's where the JJ came from. I saw them because I follow those guys on social media, and they posted a video of Bam Margera standing in the middle of the fish tank house, and they're actually back in the original house where they did the first fish tank episode or the first fish tank season. So, Tony, if you could show just real quick, we won't get into it, but just to preview what we're going to be talking about when we get back on the members only. This is fish tank, and you've got essentially like 10 autistic people living in a house, and they just see who can survive.
We need to get Bird in there at this point.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
You could really represent us well if you were on fish tank.
I do better than those punks.
Yeah, you would.
I could take them out one at a time.
Ooh, they got a Hummer in there. Check this out. All right, not a Hummer. I'm sorry, Cybertruck I meant.
Yeah, look at that. So essentially, you can go all those different camera angles. You can click on any of those cameras and watch it 24/7, no matter what these people are doing.
Deranged!
Dude.
Oh, you know who that is?
Who?
Are you just eating?
You know that guy? I sent y'all a video of him the other day. He said, "I'm a race car."
Oh my gosh, he's a well-known.
Yeah, he is. What's his name?
On social media.
I don't know.
He's very funny.
Don't you remember that, Tony?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Hold on, we got to play that video
I've
now.
seen several posts.
I'll pause that, but that caught my eye there.
You're like, what is that on the floor? It's a monster. Hold on, I'm looking through her text thread to see if I can find
now
that.
I just got to keep looking. What else?
Actually, yeah, I tell you what, let's go ahead and end this show, and then when we come back on the other side of the members only, then we can get into all that.
10-4.
There's so many. There
Wait a minute. Help me gift the membership before you end the live, Trish said.
Who do you want to gift it to, babe? Oh yeah, she wants to gift one to her mom. That's what it was. I remember now. So go to the little money sign down in the corner, Click that and see if it says memberships. See if you can gift a membership. I wish we had the ability to gift memberships to people, but I don't know how it works. So we're gonna wait on her because I think she's got to be in here to. I mean, the video has to be going for her to gift a membership.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
There's another video. I'm just sending you stuff right now, Tony, that we're gonna use on the members only.
Okay.
In particular, that country song that I sent y'all the other day. Do you remember that?
Yeah, how could I forget that, man? That was crazy.
That was a really good one. Maybe
Are you sure we can even play that?
Sure we can.
Okay.
John Burke could actually perform it live.
Well, actually, I could.
Somebody show Be Inspired how to do a membership. Oh, Mike Chris, can you teach my wife how to do that?
Ted Bell.
Mike Chris with a membership to Ted Bell.
Hold on, Trish. If you can text me the screen name that needs the membership, I've got
Ted. So Ted got the membership.
CMC is the one that needs the membership. CMC, is that the name?
CMC.
Because that's we got enough homies in here. Somebody will give CMC a membership. And even though John Burke still doesn't have a membership, but
no,
that's all right.
Nobody'll gift me. No, they don't have to gift me.
I don't know, but I just saw the name Tire Guru. That's a pretty cool name.
A channel holder
Tile
can give
Guru. Sorry,
5 memberships a month. Can we? Hold on, let me see here.
I'm starting to trust the fat pig more and more. I think he's probably onto something.
I've only got. Well, it's giving me the opportunity to send myself a super chat.
And Mike Chris says it's a random draw, apparently.
Oh, for the deal for
I think
membership.
Yeah, well, I believe these guys.
Right.
Please help Trish with the gift membership. Yeah, somebody help her. Well, I tell you what I'll do. Why don't I just call her and walk her through it? Let's do this.
That's a good idea because then those that are not familiar with that can now know how to do that.
Look, there she is right there.
Yeah, it's like she's here.
She's here. Hey,
Hey, baby. She's in the chat. I had her comment.
What's her
name? It won't
name?
let me CMC. It won't let me select who I'm sending it to, though.
CMC. Oh, I see it. She said, hey, now. CMC. Well, Jimmy Jam's over here throwing them out.
Oh, there goes the jam.
Oh, even Lummy just got
peanut butter and Jimmy Jam.
Ow. Jimmy Jam, membership, Willie.
Okay. So CMC is the one we need. That's a very short, very.
It's C space MC.
C space MC.
Man.
Man, these people are the best.
Oh,
Jimmy Jam knows how to do it.
Oh, maybe
got one. Bill.
Maybe what it was is maybe Mike Chris says it's a random draw. I thought, okay, so it's a random draw for anybody. I thought it lets you pick who you send it to. So they're telling us that you can't pick. It just goes to random people. When you do the memberships.
So it's like a mini lottery kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, there are 26 people in here right now on the Facebook. Why don't we do this? Trish, go ahead and pay for 26, and you'll be guaranteed that she'll get one.
That's a good point. Just do 26 of them. Put it on the over the line tab.
How bad do you want your mom to have one?
Does that mean Lummy's in here right now?
I think so.
Well, hey, Lummy.
He's hiding.
She's
I mean, he's not like here. I think he's in the chat. Oh.
I know. Well, he can hear me, right?
Maybe. Yep. Depends. Okay. Well, we'll keep trying. I mean, we can probably walk your mom through getting it signed up somehow and figure it out. So,
sorry, I just wanted to gift it to her.
Sorry, Mom. We'll get you hooked up. She's a big fan of the show, so we want to make sure she's got her a membership.
Probably get her a membership to Birds OnlyFans too. Maybe.
Yeah, we'll get you.
As long as it's chicks only.
Doctor, she's a chick.
Yep.
We'll get you a Dr. Dingaling membership. All right, I love you.
All right, love you too.
Oh man, what if my mother-in-law had a Dr. Dingaling membership? Wouldn't that be wild?
Oh man.
Mike crest with another membership. That one goes to Polly Walnuts.
Man.
Congratulations, Polly Walnuts. And another one from Jimmy Jam going to Bradford Homestead. Hey now.
Dang.
That'd be cool if it was a real Polly Walnuts from like The Sopranos. That guy's awesome.
That would be.
Yeah.
Well,
Paulie.
that's crazy to me, though, that it's random. I could have sworn I gave memberships on Bubba's channel one time and it let me pick them, but I guess not.
Well, maybe it's to encourage more people to come in thinking that they may get one.
And is there like a procedure, like they go for people that have, I don't know what it is. My head hurts. I don't even think about it anymore.
It's real technical stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll get my mother-in-law a membership. Don't y'all worry about it. Thank y'all, though. Thank everybody. Look at that. Because our memberships were actually getting a little low because there were some people that were not renewing their deal. And
CMC. Ooh, they're late for a date.
That's my mother-in-law.
You're like, oh.
Does that feel like John Bird's not here sometimes? Does it feel that way?
No,
I don't think.
No.
I don't know.
All right, listen. All right, we're gonna end this. We're gonna go members only, just in a matter of moments. So make sure you keep an eye on the page, refresh it, whatever you got to do, and we'll be right back with members. Now that we got a bunch of new members, you guys get to be a part of it as well.
Party time!
Can't wait to see you. Final words? Do we even do that? Final words, Tony?
Final words, if you got a chance to meet the lead singer of Fuel, you frickin' go to the damn thing and don't pussy out.
Yeah.
So there's your final words.
All right, John Bird.
Wow. Frustration. You know what? Good things are coming for all of us, especially for me. You know, I may still have a miserable life, but I'm going to look good living it.
All right.
You do the same.
Until next. Oh, hold on.
Jimmy Jam, $5 or Mama Duke subscription.
That's awesome.
All right. Back with the members only in a matter of moments. And until next time, circus!